This is The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Drama Detox, Season 7, Episode 19.
Or what's her name plays counselor?
Claudia.
Claudia.
So they are going to the Philippines. It is Demetrius, Cindy. Good job, Nikki. Cynthia, Portia, Claudia, Phaedra, Candy, and Kenya. Basically everyone we've seen this whole season, except who didn't go?
Nene.
And they said it's because of her blood clotting issue, which very well may be true.
She got a job.
But it even says in the description she couldn't go because of her play. So I kind of feel like they should have agreed on why she wasn't attending. But she wasn't going. Anyway, they fly. It takes about 24 hours. Of course, they stop at a Mickey D's because that's what you do when you go to the Philippines. You stop at McDonald's where you can get apparently hamburgers and spaghetti. So they go to this detox center. Really nice. Claudia does give Phaedra the extra big room.
Oh, it's a detox center.
Well, it's like a holistic healing,
where they bring alcohol.
Well, yeah, and meat. It's supposed to be like a vegan, no alcohol, holistic healing kind of detox place. I mean, it looked awesome. Did you see that room? The rooms?
Yeah, but I mean, how awesome would it be with no alcohol or meat?
Really, if you were there in the Philippines with me, you would need alcohol?
I want meat.
Well, I think we could survive. Anyway, let's see. So Claudia, Kenya, Dimitri, and Cynthia kind of hang out, and Portia and Kenya hang out. And then they go to bed at 7 in the morning, and then, get up. So anyway, Phaedra and Claudia have lunch, and Claudia opens up a little bit. And at one point she goes, well, how did you know, Phaedra, when you were at that point? And Phaedra's like, I'm not going to be talking to you about that. And I'm like, Phaedra, I know you're having a hard time, but give the girl some slack. At least be polite when you turn her down. At least say something like, oh, I don't think I can talk about it right now, or I'm not in a place to talk about it, or whatever. But she kind of snapped back. Of course, then they go to commercial break, and then they come back. And she kind of opens up, and they kind of get going. Of course, Kenya's there, and she's jogging, and she's talking to Brandon, because he's the only person who seems to, well, I guess a lot of them like her, but he seems to really, be her plus one. Anyway, talking about the show and how great it's going to be. And I don't trust anyone who goes, don't worry about it. I'm going to be here making great deals. This show's going to be a hit, right? I don't trust anyone who says that based on personal experience. I'm like,
Thanks for nothing, Jeffrey.
Anyway.
Golly.
Then Candy and Phaedra go, and they have dinner. And Candy's like, you've been telling everyone we have this problem. And Phaedra's like, I don't know, maybe things got lost in translation. And I'm like, okay, if that's how you want to play it, except for we've seen it on TV. And I'm never a fan of when someone's like, this is what you did wrong, and the only solution they'll accept is for you to go back in time and do it differently. You can't say you're sorry. You can't explain your point and say you'll try better in the future. You can't say your only option is to be time travel. I'm like, that's not fair. That's clearly not on the list of possible solutions.
I did it yesterday.
No, you didn't.
How do you know?
You would be in a lot less trouble if you could time travel and go fix things. Dishes would have been done, and you would have spent this afternoon with me. And
oh, right. Yeah.
Anyway. So then they go, and they do yoga, and Candy falls asleep, which was pretty funny. Anyway, then they have dinner, and Claudia pushes a little too hard on the kumbaya part. Rather than saying, hey, wouldn't it be great to have a great trip, let's just keep this good energy. Then she's kind of rather than just let people be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm just going to kind of politely ignore this person, and we'll have fun. She's head on, you fix it. And then, of course, people are Candy, and I think it was Portia, kind of giggled because it was kind of awkward. And then she's like, don't you be giggling, this is serious. Well, don't you be shushing me. And I'm like, oh, my goodness, this is just...
Typical.
I appreciate drama. Obviously, I wouldn't watch Real Housewives if I didn't. But it's it needs to make sense. This is all messy, weird. I can't even tell who's mad at who. Anyway, it looks like Phaedra and Kenya agreed to talk. So we'll see how that goes. I feel kind of meh. So we'll see. But it would be nice. It is kind of nice when these seasons kind of finish on an okay note. Because sounds really dumb, but I like my drama to be new. I don't need an encyclopedia and a PhD in Real Housewives of Atlanta to figure out the drama because it goes back 9 seasons.
It'd be nice if it just ended.
Oh, I know. I'm really super excited about New York.